And welcome into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live reaction of Game 2 here between the Mets and Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay winning Game 1 yesterday, 7-5. So the Mets looking to rebound today. A little bit of a weather delay here to start the game, but in New York, it looks like the rain is done moving through and should be good to go for the rest of the night here. So good stuff. We'll say hi to some folks that are here already. We'll make sure we're good to go on all the sides. We'll get going live over on the playback side as well. So good stuff. We'll get going on the vertical side as well. So what a stream yesterday, guys. Even though our Mets lost, I mean, we gained 22 subs in yesterday's stream. So welcome to all the new subscribers. We gained 5 over on the playback side as well. So welcome into all the new people that are following along, no matter where you're watching from. Natalie's back saying, hey, welcome back, Natalie. Some people that stopped in early. Bud was here saying good afternoon. Charles was here as well. Frank R. was here as well. Thank you all so much for hopping in early. It's great to see you. Yeah, Ty Lauren McGill on the mound today for the Mets. Played on Sunday, went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs against the Rockies in the win. So we'll see how he fares today. Skip says, let's go Mets. Hello all. Need redemption after last night's game. It was a rough one. Yes, it was. It was a rough one. And SNY cutting the commercials early already. So let's take a look at some of the other scores going on right now. Angels have a 2-1 lead over the Orioles in the third. Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead over the Phillies. That game early on. White Sox and Rangers, no score in the third. Twins and Astros, no score in the third. A's up 2-0 over the Royals. Cardinals up 1-0 over the Brewers. Braves up 3-0 over the Rockies. Games later tonight, the Yankees and Red Sox at 7. Padres and Diamondbacks at 7. Guardians and Mariners at 9:40. Giants and Dodgers at 10 o'clock. Some finals from earlier. The Marlins beat the Nats 4-3. The Reds beat the Tigers 11-1. And the Cubs beat the Pirates 2-1. So we'll get into today's lineup for both teams. We need Philly to lose. We don't need to worry about Philly yet. Stanley says, happy Father's Day from Texas. Yeah, now we don't. Too early in the year to worry about what the Phillies are doing. We got to take care of business. Max is here saying, "Hey, what's up, Max?" So the lineup today for the Rays, it'll be Josh Lowe will lead off. Brandon Lau will bat second. Yandy Diaz will bat third. Aranda will DH and bat fourth. Caminero fifth. Mangum sixth. Thaiss will bat seventh. Meisner eighth. And Walls will bat ninth. The Met defense. Oh, I don't have a second baseman in here for the Mets. Why not? Is Beatty or Mauricio at second? My guess would be Beatty's at second. Where's the box score? Second base. Beatty is at second base. So the Met defense, it'll be Beatty at third, Lindor at short, Beatty at second, Alonso at first, Terren's doing the catching, Nimmo in left, McNeil in center, and Soto in right. Darren's here on the playback side already. What's up, Darren? Darren, check it out. I did add a custom a couple emotes in the chat over there. More to come. More to come. I didn't get them all loaded up yet. But let's come over and look at our settings here. We'll take care of this today early. Make sure we're good to go. All right, there we go. Let's come back over, make sure we're good to go on. I'm still waiting for first pitch here. As SNY goes to another commercial break. Okay, good to go on the YouTube side. Welcome in once again, everyone. I'm glad they delayed the start a little bit to make sure everything was good to go instead of starting going into a delay. Then you lose your starting pitchers. It was better English. It was better to delay it for an hour than anything else. So good stuff. I don't do score predictions. I leave that up to the chat. Ernesto's back saying good afternoon, all. Let's go Mets. So yeah, after this Rays series is over, I think I know how to set it up where all the streaming goes to the same thing here. Yes, Darren putting the Fonzies in the chat over on the playback side. It'll be good. I haven't been up to date on the injury front, so I'm not sure what the deal with Fonzie is, actually. We'll keep an eye on the Phillies game right now. We'll keep an eye on Atlanta as well, but no big deal if those teams win or lose right now. Mets just got to keep taking care of business. Start a new winning streak here. 2 more against Tampa Bay before heading out to Atlanta and Philadelphia. The Mets 3 on the road in Atlanta, 3 in Philly. Then they're back home for 4 against Atlanta. So 7 games coming up with the Braves over the next couple of weeks here. Looks like Stoney's here already. What's up, Stoney? He's probably wondering, I didn't make a comment. How does he know I'm here? This side, the playback side, is so much better with letting me know who's there and who's not. Now, I know you guys can, somewhere over there, I know you guys can adjust the volumes. Yeah. Like if I lowered the SNY, does it change the volume for you guys or no? Still waiting for first pitch here. They said 5:00, so it doesn't. All right, thank you. I love it. Once again, even though it's raining, they have the kids out at all the positions, getting to meet the players. I absolutely love that. They gave him a baseball. Flatbush is here saying hello, fellow Met fans. That doesn't kill our team. William says hi. Rain delay is over. Yes, McGill's throwing his warm-up pitches here. We're ready to go. Welcome in, Keith. Keith says, well, let's go Mets. Yep. Once again, the Met defense tonight, this afternoon, Mauricio at third, Lindor at short, Beatty at second, Alonso at first, Terrence doing the catching, Nimmo in left, McNeil in center, and Soto in right field. Fans still wearing some ponchos here, but the rain's supposed to end fairly soon. All right, Lowe steps in. McGill will set and deal. For foul tip, 0-1. There it is. ESPN tracker is current. The 0-1. On the inside. Ooh, called the ball 1-1. That looked like it got the corner. Hey, Victor's here. What's up, Victor? Saying hi. Rory's here as well. Let's go. The 1-1. Check swing foul, 1-2. Four strikes, McGill. Bounced in the dirt. And he hit him. Had him 1-2 and he hit him. I have Stoney says I have you saved to my notifications, John. I get them. That's how I knew you was on. I even get them on playback. I didn't know they sent notifications on playback. See, so I'm learning. Maybe the big drip can pitch through these little drops. Let's hope so. Hitting the first batter is not a good start. Good afternoon, hopefully. LFGM says James swung on a miss, 0-1. Hey, Showers here saying hello, hello. LFGM says Max. Hey, Cope is here. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day so far. LFGM. You didn't either, but you saw it. And that one popped up. Shallow center. Nimmo will come in, and he'll make the catch. Hey, Cope's over on the playback side as well. What's up, Cope? Up high, want to know. Cope says he'll take 16 subs and the Mets winning 8-4. Cope going 8-4. Let's see, 16. I mean, we had 20 something yesterday, so I'll take that. And a ground ball is short, slow. The door's only going to be able to go to first, 2 away. Low goes to second. That'll bring up Aranda. I feel like we're due some homers. What do you mean? The Mets lead the majors in home runs in June so far. It's been a while since Petey dinged one. Sunday? No, no, I don't have my list. It's over there. For a strike, 0-1. Frank Carr is back, saying hello, John and PAS family. Swung on a man, it's 0-2. Cope says we kind of stunk up the place in that sixth last night, huh? Yep, yep. And we're unable to regroup after that. But the Mets were not going undefeated the rest of the way, so the 0-2. Swung on a miss, he struck him out. McGill hits the first batter, but then comes out and retires the next three. We go bottom one, no score. Matthew Epps here saying, let's go. So let me come over. Let me put some new pin messages in the chat on the YouTube side. Put a new pinned comment in there. Go over to the vertical side, put in that same pinned comment. Now Alicia says, let's go, Mets. LFGM says, Bud. Let's go, Mets. Mets there. I believe that's Frank R. Who thinks this team is as good as the 2000 Mets? I think this team could potentially be better than the 2000 Mets. This team could win the division. They were just an all-star team or a wild card team. Lindor, Nimmo, and Soto to lead off here for the Mets, followed by Alonso, McNeil. Marte will DH and bat sixth. Beatty seventh, Terrenz eighth, and Mauricio ninth. And a chopper foul, 0-2. There's called third strike. Got him looking. One away. Fouled off by Nimmo 0-1. I'll get back to the chat here in a second, guys. Sorry, just tweeting something out real quick. Down low, 1-1. Let's see if that helps. Popped up, shallow left. And it'll drop in for a base hit. Nimmo with a wide turn, but it'll stay at first. A 1-out single there for Nimmo. Oh, I haven't missed anything in the chat here. Just Max, a member for 2 months. Thank you, Max. Appreciate that. Cope and Stoney, you guys still have VIP access, correct? Yes, you should. And a chopper to first. They go to second for 1. Easy 3-6-3 double play. 14th double play he's grounded into. We go to the second, no score. So welcome in. Once again, we have some other people checking us out here. Guys, check out the emotes. I know somebody already did it once. Sorry. Does it go away? I just think that big inning. I just think that big inning just it was a bad decision by Mendoza. First off, Stoney, no jokes. If you're not hearing it, that's an issue on your end, I think. So make sure we're good to go here. Let's see here. But yeah, Cope, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. All right, Mets fan, thank you. Sorry, it's going to take a minute to get used to remembering who everybody is if you changed your name. Outside 1-0 here to Caminero. He's batting .245 on the year with 15 homers. The 1-0. And chopped foul, 1-1. Not a good start there. I wanted an early Soto pop, but it didn't happen. Go defense. Kite is back saying, what's up? PAS, what's up, Kite? Welcome back. Mets fan 1, swung on a miss, 1-2, is Frank R. Frank R. From the YouTube side. The 1-2. And a little chopper to short. Lindor's got it. 1 away. Here's Mangum, 1 for 4 last night with a couple runs batted in, batting .302 on the year with a homer and 17 runs batted in. Ronnie's here. What's up, Ronnie? Saying hi, everyone. Gave you a like, he says. Up and in, 1-1, or 2-0, excuse me. There's a strike, 2-1. Cookies for the Mets. Let's go. Ronnie's usually putting cookies in over on Fitzy's stream for the Red Sox that scored some runs. Oh, nice play by Mauricio. Got him at first. Cut in front of Lindor to gobble that one up. He would have been safe if Lindor played it. 2 away. Great snag there, says Cope. Yup. Two out, nobody on. The first pitch. Off the plate, 1-0. And that one popped up on the infield. Now in foul territory. Mauricio in fair territory makes the catch in front of the plate. We go bottom 2, still scoreless. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Marte coming up. Bud says, support John and PAS. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Yeah, everybody on the playback side, make sure there are 2. I got 2 of our regular emotes in there. I'll get some more posted up. We got the Fonzie and the Pepto. And now that I can have they're called followers over there and subscribers when you pay for a channel subscription. Where on YouTube, it's the other way around. But special one for anybody that pays for a monthly subscription. A chicken jockey with a Mets hat on. That one's not available on YouTube. Bud says, let's go polar bear. Let's come back. Chat's kind of quiet today, so I'm not having to keep up. Orioles up 3-2 over the Angels. The Phillies are now up 2-1 over the Blue Jays. White Sox up 2-0 over the Rangers. Fouled off by Pete, 0-1. Deal 1. And Pete hits one out to right center field. Meisner on the track will make the catch. One away. That looks good off the bat, says Cope. Sounded good, looked good. It just didn't have the distance. Here's McNeil. One out, nobody on. The first pitch. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Yeah, this is why I'm going to stop streaming to YouTube here. Just refresh the screen, please. We don't have that issue over there. Oh, 2 count. And that one laced foul, still 0-2. Frank R says, Happy Father's Day Eve to all you fathers. I get to celebrate not a Father's Day every day. I love the polar bear, says Dan. Welcome in, Dan. The 0-2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Broken bat liner foul. Even though that was an out, that was solid contact from Pete. Better than fishing for bad pitches. Yep. Camden's back. What's up, Camden? Bounced in the dirt, 2-2. Cope says, my son approves of the McChicken jockey. No, it's just a chicken jockey. It's not a McChicken jockey. And broken bat off the hands. And it goes. Oh, and he makes the catch. Wow, what a play by the catcher. 2 away. He stayed with it. The way he looked at it at first, I thought it was going out of play. Here's Marte outside, 1-0. Stoney says he figured it out. He can hear me now. Can you hear me now? The 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. There's Fonzie. Up high, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Called strike 3. Got him looking. We go to the third. Still scoreless. Moving right along here. Come back in, check on some other scores. Angels and Orioles now tied at 3. Phillies still up 2-1. That came in the top of the 5th. White Sox up 2-0 over the Rangers. Astros and Twins tied at 2 in the 6th. A's have a 3-0 lead over the Royals in the 5th. Cardinals up 4-0 over the Brewers. And Braves still up 3-0 over the Rockies. Yankees, Red Sox at 7:15, as well as Padres, Diamondbacks, Guardians and Mariners at 9:40, Giants and Dodgers at 10:10. Finals, the Marlins beat the Nats 4-3, Reds beat the Tigers 11-1, and the Cubs beat the Pirates 2-1. Daniel's back, saying hello again. Another day, another Mets game. How is the States today? Besides the Mets, which team do you think will win the World Series? Don't know. Jacob, what's up, buddy? A lot of teams could win the World Series. Okay. You repeat yourself, you're going to get blocked. My team is not hooked up. Oh, my TV is not hooked up. Can I still get your new stream? Yes, you can, bud. Bud, that the new stream is either on phone or computer, not on TV. At least I don't think so, unless anybody over on the playback side has it synced up with their TVs. But I do not, as far as I know, playback does not have a TV yet. Popped up, foul, 0-1. 8-9-1 here for the Rays. Meisner, Walls, and Lowe. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Out. Swung on a miss. I was going to say outside, but he swung late. 1-2. The 1-2. Oh, bouncing the dirt. 2-2. That's how he hit the first batter of the game. Almost did it again. Swung on a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout for McGill. 1 away. No, come on, guys. Enough. You just listen to the sound of my voice. You don't need the tracker. Go watch it on ESPN then. Or come over to the playback side. In for a strike, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. No worries, Stoney. DO2. Ooh, off the plate, 1-2. You don't have the knowledge to change over to playback, huh? Oh. And that one hit out to left. That'll fall in for a base hit. Into the stands, a ground rule double. I did not see that. I don't keep track of that kind of stuff, guys. I don't keep track of the minor leagues. I'm working on some other stuff behind the scenes here. So I'm not keeping up to date. That's why I watch Wardy and CP stuff. You don't have the knowledge how to change over to playback, okay? Swung on a miss, 0-1. Swung on a miss, quickly hit 0-2. Stoney says, I hope this don't get crazy like last night's game. Line the other way for a base hit. That'll make it 1-0 Tampa. An RBI single. Back-to-back hits here for the Rays. And they take an early 1-0 lead. Yeah, but if Bud's watching through the YouTube app, it's not going to take him to anything because Playback doesn't have a TV app. Coop saying, come on, McGill, right? 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. What do you mean? 33 pitches in the third's not bad? What are you talking about? You want to be lower than 45 after the third inning. You still got 10 pitches to work with here in the third. Fouled off 1-2 the count. Or a computer, Cope. Because I'm watching on my computer. But I also have it on my phone. One and two to count here to Lau. Down low, 2-2. Yeah, I would assume tablet. Yeah. No worries, Stoney. Yeah. You want to average about, if you're a starting pitcher, Stoney, no more than 15 pitches an inning. So the third inning would be 45. That's lined in the right field. Now it's getting a little ridiculous here. Because now he's getting up to 40. So now is the time to start getting concerned. And here comes Hefner. Cope says, oh, okay. I made that. Yeah, anywhere you can download apps, I would assume. Yeah, he may have hit a wall already. Up. And the bats are going, I don't want to say cold because they scored 5 runs yesterday, but they went the last 4 innings and the first 2 today with nothing. Yeah, not cold, but inconsistent. Yep. The first pitch to Diaz. In for a strike, 0-1. Man, the YouTube chat is quiet today, man. What is going on? Down low, 1-1. Yes. 70 pitches in a 6 would be a great number. And that one blooped out to center. Long run for McNeil will make the catch. 2 away. Cope says, come on, McGill, keep it at 1 run. Aranda struck out his first time. The first pitch. Fouled off, 0-1. So good stuff. Yes, Tony, you want 15 pitches or less per inning. 6th inning. Yeah, exactly, Darren. On the outside corner, 0-2. DO2. Outside, 1-2. Victor says, enjoying the Mets coverage here and watching the U.S. Open on TV. The 1-2. McGill needs an out here to be on pace. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. The Rays get a run and threaten some more, but the Mets limit the damage to 1. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Beatty, Torrens, and Mauricio. A4R, I believe, is Alex over from the YouTube side. What's up, A4? Darren says, yes, Tony. Good to have you over here. Yep, let's go. McGill only gave up the 1 run. Not bad. Where do you guys see the scoreboard during the commercials? Is it at the bottom or is it at the top on the playback side? With the MLB TV logo. Do you see it at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen? Top, okay. Which is weird because I'm watching it and it's at the bottom of the screen. But when I check out the replays, it's at the top of the screen. So, all right, here we go. Bottom third for the Mets. Beatty, Terrens, and Mauricio. I got to turn the Met broadcast up now. It was really loud during pregame. The 1-0 and fouls that off. One and one to count here. Foul tipped, 1-2. There is a little thumbs up to the right. Oh, there is? The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. I didn't know there was a thumbs up button on the playback side because I don't see it. I don't get to see it on my end. Luminous is here, saying, and here we go. Yeah, it's in the chat. Yeah, I don't see it on my end. Maybe because I'm the host. They don't want me giving it a thumbs up. And Beatty drives one out to right. Up at the wall, and it's out of here. A line drive homer for Beatty ties this game up at 1. His 8th of the year. RBI number 24. Seven of the 8 home runs have been at home. Beatty boomer. Beatty's a beast, says Stoney. Big league Beatty. Nice. Yes, there's a thumbs up on the playback side. Sweet. Outside, 1-0. Beatty bombs, says Darren. The 1-0. Bounce in the dirt, 2-0. The Mets there is, the Mets there was, and the Mets there ever will. There's a strike, 2-1. Victor says Beatty. Hope says Beatty needed that. The 2-1. And a chopper to short. A third baseman will cut in front. Walk throw, and they got him. So Terrens is retired, 5-3 on the tag. Good tag, says Cope. Yep, the throw threw him right into the forced him into the runner. So, I mean, if he would have missed the tag. Here's Mauricio. Inside and low, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Wow, that was close. Darren, it's just time for Ronnie to shine. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Oh, yeah, I can make people mods on the playback side. Like that. The 2-2 to Mauricio. Rasmussen deals. Oh, way inside, 3-2. That throw by Cabanero could have been a disaster. The 3-2. Fouled straight back again. The 3-2. And he hits that one out to right, but foul. On the YouTube side, we got 74 folks checking us out today. Welcome in, everybody. Smash them thumbs up for us. The 3-2. And Mauricio hits one out to right. Lowe will come in to make the catch. 2 away. Yes, it says right now there's 8 people watching, Stoney. It says there's 8 people watching on the playback side, 79 on the YouTube side. Wow, that home run by Beatty, 115 miles an hour off the bat. Inside, 1-0 to Lindor. Playback side making a dent in those numbers. Let's go. The 2-0. And that one ripped. Foul. 2-1. Yeah, it tells me right now there's 8, but then if I click on it, it'll break it down. It'll tell me who's actually watching. Swung on a mass, 2-2. Where YouTube will tell me how many people are watching, but it won't break it down. Only if you chat, only if you made a comment in the chat will it tell me who's active. Lindor smashes one out to right. Fair ball into the right field corner. We'll pull on the second base with a 2-out double. Thirteenth double of the year. Double, we'll take it. Yes, we will. Michael's back. What's up, Michael? It's just me dropping the light. Let's go. Think your Blue Jays are tied up at 2 right now, right? Runner on second, 2 out here. 0-1 to count to Nimmo. That one lifted out to left, back towards the line. And it runs out of room, 0-2. Who do you think the second fastest? Oh, Mauricio. I would think if we're assuming Acuna's first, I'm going to say Mauricio second. Darren says yes. Lindor, way to snap out of it. DO2. And that one lined into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Lindor will round third. The throw to the plate is cut off. Nimmo's back in time. 2-1 Mets. Stoney says, I like it better with John doing the broadcast than Gary. Uh-oh. That's a good choice. I was just wondering while watching Frankie run. Nimrod says, Coat. Not with the toe injury. Not with the foot injury, he's not. So that'll bring up Soto. One thing about Soto this at-bat is he can't ground into a double play. Michael says, hope the Mets can win it for you guys. Hey, hopefully your Blue Jays can get in the win column today. Hope, man. Who's that? Who's that they had on the screen? Nope, because there's 2 outs, right? Stoney got what I was saying. Up and in, 1-0. Oh, called a strike. Wow. Deal 1. There's a strike. No. Okay, well, the count's where it should be then. Yeah, thirsty Soto pop. The 1-1. And Soto hits one out to right center. Meisner's there. That'll retire the side. But the Mets get 2 and grab a 2-1 lead as we head to the 4th. Hey, Fitzy's here saying good evening. What up, Fitzy? How's vacation going, my friend? We miss you. We missed you live streaming, bud. That was a great half inning, says Cope. Yep. We got to get Fitzy over on the playback side, too. Celia's here saying hi, everyone. These umpires really screwing everyone over in these games. Yeah. And they wonder why the ABS system is coming. Fitzy says traffic stinks. No, Stoney. I'm not a father, so no. Nope. If you're fans of the show How I Met Your Mother, you'll remember they used to celebrate not a Father's Day. So I get to celebrate every day. And I like to make fun. They're like, oh, you don't know the joy. Yes, I do. Believe me, I know the joy. Alex saying, let's go Mets. It depends. Fitzy says traffic stinks. It depends. Are you talking about traffic on the base paths or what? Hey, there's Bud. What's up, Bud? I found your stream. Bud, the question is, do you have a MLB.TV subscription? Hey, score shows 2-1. Hey, Coach is here. What's up, PAS Nation? Hello to you, John, and best to Mrs. PAS. Let's go, Mets. And a chopper foul, 1-1. All right. Get ready, Bud. Get ready for the magic of playback. Boom. There you go. The 1-1. Swung on a oh no, outside 2-1. Coach saying what up to Cope. And that one's drilled out to left. Nimmo back towards the wall, and we're tied up at 2. 16th homer of the year. Yeah, we know it's drizzling in Queens. We're watching the game that's being played in Queens. Foul tipped at the plate, 0-1. So everybody hitting home runs today except for the ball Alonso hit. Gonna cook some burgers. That'll be a fun day. Robert Rivera's here. Rays are historically tough against the Mets. Yes, they are. What's up, Robert? Welcome in. Bounced in the dirt. And he hit him. So a runner on first with nobody out here. Got to be careful of Mangum. He does have 10 stolen bases. Darren says, let's turn 2. And a ground ball up the middle base hit. It'll be first and third and nobody out. It got through. Tony says, this ain't looking good right now. Nope. All right. Hefner goes back to the dugout here. I mean, McGill's got to start figuring something out here. Out of the 5-man rotation, not counting Blackburn, he's the worst guy in the list. Foul. One attempt there. Sam says McGill is live batting practice out there. Cope says she's had to restart the phone and McGill just implodes. The 0-1. Popped up. Foul. Out of play. 0-2. Darren says strikeout and a double play. In that order, too. Walls, the batter on deck. He did double his first time. The 2 down low, 1-2. Eric, welcome in. Eric says, I guessed McGill was pitching. How long is it going to be in this rotation? Always the same outing. 4 to 5 innings, 4 to 5 runs. Mets got to score 7. Exactly, Eric. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, I mean, the Mets got to do something here. I mean, are they waiting? Montas is getting absolutely lit up in his rehab starts. The 2-2. Got him looking. Fastball right down the middle. 1 away. 4th strikeout for McGill. Yeah, we know it's hard to score 7 runs a game. That's why we're complaining about how many runs this guy keeps giving up. Yeah, Minaya got rocked too, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not so worried as Minaya as Montas. Montas has gotten lit up every start. Victor says big out there. Down low, 1-0. Uh-oh. Did y'all just have SNY glitch? Fouled off, 1-1. Bud saying, come on, Mets. '60th pitch from McGill coming up. That's where you want to be after 4. He's only got 1 out here in the 4th. The 1-1. And he bunts. McGill will flip the first. And he dropped the ball. Everybody's safe. That's an E1. Oh, so it'll be a sacrifice. So it will be an RBI. Yes, because the run would have scored no matter, even if they got the out at first, the run would have scored. Back to the top of the lineup with Lowe. He's 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch and singled. The 1-0. Did he go? Check down at third, please. He went 1-1. Hey, Sean M is back. What's up, Sean? That one ripped foul, 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out, 2 away. Now Brandon Lau, he's 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Michael says, sorry for my spelling. No excuse. And that one lined out to right center. That's going to fall in. It's 4-2. Walls goes first to third. What is it about this team that the Mets can't beat? For outside 1-0. Just got to keep fighting. I've said it before. These second division teams are going to give us their all, and we're going to have to earn our victories. And that one ripped, base hit. That'll get another run home. The Mets are better than this. They are. James says it's Beatty's fault. Yep. Celia says, this is how I feel about the Yankees and Red Sox. They can barely beat them. Gary from his home says, get him out of the game. I could pitch better than this. Sure you could. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Why? Why did you say that? Oh, he says McGill's quickly pitching his way out of the rotation. I don't see it. I don't see the Mets making a move for a pitcher. Keith, if you were here, you would know what happened. The 0-2 and a chopper foul. We'll do it again. Victor says this Tampa team is a scrappy bunch. Michael says, as we say in Canada, let the blind nun pitch. Uh-oh. I lost you over there. Hold on. Not sure what happened there, guys, on the playback side. Sorry about that. Did he go? No, 2-2. It always seems to be the mid-level teams that are pesky and cause a lot of problems. Yep. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. McGill getting ready to throw his 75th pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the Rays have batted around and have the bases loaded. Yep, McGill can't stop the bleeding, but the Mets keep throwing him out there every 5th day. Yeah, he's got patience today, but he pulled home yesterday early. Swung on a match 0-1. Yeah, makes no sense. Agreed. DO1. Outside, ball gets away, but not far enough. 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. Robert says this was bound to happen. What do you mean this was bound to happen? This happens every time McGill pitches. It's nonsense. Yeah, the offense does need to step up. Agreed. The 1-2 in a ground ball foul, still 1-2. '80th pitch of the afternoon coming up from McGill. And he throws it behind, and a run will score. A wild pitch will score another run. James Fox said, "Hey, Mendoza, I think it's time." Outside to 3-2. Bounce in the dirt, ball 4. That'll load the bases back up. That'll bring up Magnum. He was hit by a pitch his first at bat in the inning. It's not the skipper's fault. The general manager's got to go out and get a new pitcher. Not the manager can only throw out who's out there on the roster. So we're getting a pitching change here. With it already 6-2 and the base is still loaded. Okay. Don't need to know what's going on in your personal lives here. Alex is a member for 4 months. Thank you, Alex. McGill pitches like an ace the first third of the season, then completely falls apart. Agreed, Dan. He is being taken out of the game right now. We're in the middle of a pitching change. We're at a commercial. I know what skipper means. Too late. Yep. I mean, the offense has got to get things going today, but the guy they're going up against, Rasmussen's got a 2.2 ERA, so he doesn't give up much. Alex says, hey, everyone, enjoying my weekend with my family on the beach. Hope you're doing well. Love your streams. Also, go Rays. Love you guys. Bud says, thanks, John. This is much better, right? Oh, Bud, you're welcome. Michael, man, come on. Add to the conversation, please. And that one lines. Oh, Lindor's got it. The backhand, and he got him. What a play. That'll end the inning, but the Rays score 5 and have a 6-2 lead. And he got him. Wow. What do you mean? The Rays aren't a bad team. The Rays are 5 games above 500 right now. Good news is Rasmussen typically only goes 6. Bad news is the Rays have a great bullpen, right? I don't even think McGill is worthy of being the mop-up man when the Mets are winning big. Agreed. He's not showing me anything. Doug says, let's go Mets. Let's score and catch up. Man, we needed that, says Darren. Michael saying, ooh, by the way, happy Father's Day to you all. See ya. See ya, Michael. Enjoy your elk. We go bottom of the 4th inning here. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Marte coming up. John must be in a bad mood. Yep, and John likes to be pointed out about it too. And that one ripped to short. Over to first. One pitch, one away. Stoney must be having a bad day, too. He's got to point out faults in everybody else. But you got to be careful what you say, because he'll get mad. He'll unsubscribe. He'll go watch somebody else. In for a strike to McNeil. Dan says, my parents are at this game. I feel bad for them. Did they wait out the rain delay? I'm in a bad mood when we trail by 3 runs. And there's a base hit up the middle. Right there, and exactly. Mendoza takes out Holmes, who was competitive, but leaves McGill in pitching when he doesn't have it. Okay, Rays aren't horrible. I guess I meant the Rays are mediocre at best. Before we should be doing better. I agreed we should be doing better. Let's start chipping away here, boys. So 1-1. Runner on first. 1 out. Rasmussen deals. And a chopper foul up to third base side. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Hey, Sharon's here. What's up, Sharon? The Rays are better than me. All right, guys. The 2-2. 3-2 to the count now. And a chopper to short. Nice play. Double play ends the inning. And we go to this. Oh, well, we'll have to try it again next inning. Hopefully we can hold them here. What? What is that? Anybody know what that is? A chili stick? Anybody know what that is? Cigarette? Bud says, I like hearing the fans chant, let's go Mets. Nice play by Walls there. All right, Michael. And that one popped foul to Renz. It'll go out of play. Rays 11 of their 13 runs were scored in 2 innings. A 5-run inning today and a 6-run inning last night. I know you don't bet on the Mets, John. Imagine we who bet on the Mets feel. Well, then you didn't do your research then, because the Mets have a losing lifetime record against Tampa Bay. With McGill on the mound. Would never bet that. And that's going to be an infield single here. Mauricio with the play, but he's safe. A little infield chopper hit for a guy that is slow. 37 and 32 is a non-playoff record in an era where half the teams make the playoffs. They stink. Yeah, they stink. Yep, they stink. Swung on a missed 0-1. Right now, the Rays would be a playoff team, but they stink. Okay, thank you. Right now, they would be the second wild card team, but they stink. Right now, if the season were to unfortunately somehow end, they would make the playoffs, but they stink. Do some research before you talk. Come on, Angels. What's up, Patrick? The Angels are playing the Orioles? They are. Top of the 8th there. 6-5 O's. Chop foul, 1-2. I believe Michael is a Blue Jays fan. And Michael, did you know the Blue Jays stink too? They're 38 and 31, and they stink. And they'd be the first wild card team. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. What do you mean you asked my opinion? They need to pull this out. No, they got to get the offense going. No, we're all frustrated. That's the problem, Wes. We're all frustrated. They just don't stink. Feel free to say anything. Remember, I don't mean anything by it if I'm a smartass. On the outside corner, 0-1. Michael saying he's predicting the Jays will own the East. Patrick says the Angels are going to pull it out. I can feel it. I think they have a runner on first right now. I didn't see if there was anybody out. And a chopper foul, 1-2. The 1-2. And a chopper foul. We'll do it again. Ooh, it gets away. Runner will go down to second base. That's a pass ball there. That one's not on the pitcher. That hit him right in the glove. And a chopper foul, still 2-2. We'll have to keep an eye on the tracker here. Down low, 3-2. They're now in the bottom of the 8th there in Baltimore. Still 6-5 O's. The 3-2. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo on the run won't be able to make the catch. And I'll get another run home. It's 7-2. And the runner slides in the second. No. You'll be banned by the channel from then. Inside, 1-0. The runner goes to throw down the third, not in time. Oh, they got him. Wow. I thought he was safe. We might have to look at this one. Glad somebody else said it. He's out. Got him 2 away. On the outside corner, 2-1. Cope says this team just seems to have it against us. Yep. There's a strike. 2-2. No idea, Patrick. I'm doing the Mets-Rays game, dude. That one lifted out to left, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Good thing for the stolen base. What's up, Charles? Runner goes to throw down the second, and they got him. The Rays had a run. We're halfway through. It's 7-2. What's up, Charles? The Mets are not playing very well today. No worries, Charles. You're here now. Frank R says, let's score some runs, Mets. Bud says, come on, Mets, heat up the bats. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Beatty, Terrenz, and Mauricio. We're halfway through. No new subscribers yet today, but we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We know it's a frustrating day here with the Rays coming up with another big inning here. But let's see what we can do. No kidding. No better time than the present. Chip away. Let's go, Mets. We only need 6 runs. That's right. Winners never quit and quitters never win. The first pitch to Beatty. In for a strike, 0-1. Beatty hit his 8th homer earlier in the game. Up high, 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Phillies lead the Blue Jays 3-2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss at a pitch way outside, 1 away. And fouled off there by Terens, 0-1. On the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2. Down low, 1-2. The 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. Alex's Mets, let's get some runs. Yeah, let's at least make it competitive here. Now, we lost yesterday, but it was 7-5. And a chopper to short. Over to first, 2 away. And Mauricio hits one out to right, and that's a home run. Ronnie Mauricio was with his first Citi Field homer, and it's 7-3. Michael says, Charles in the house. We only need the person that takes a cigarette break for a rally. Well, that's usually Frank T, but he's laid up in the hospital. Bud has been filling in, but he hasn't said anything about a smoke break yet today. Let's go, Mets. Bloops, walks, and a blast. Well, there's one. That'll bring up Lindor. He doubled and scored his last time up. And that one ripped foul, 0-1. The 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Frank R says, I just had a smoke break. There you go. Good job, Mauricio. The fuse is lit. Now let's explode. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Sharon says, Mauricio. Frank R says, don't worry, I'll smoke for Frank T. The 2-1. Up high, 3-1. Mauricio giving us some Ron juice. Ron juice. At least we could score another run. Welcome back in, Stoney. Down low. Ball 4, no swing. That'll bring up Nimmo, who's 2 for 2 today. Yeah, sorry, he's in the hospital. Let's win it for Frank. Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Chip away little by little. That's taking it back. I'm smoking and having a Yingling for Frank, says Bud. The first pitch to Nimmo. They're in for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And chopper foul. 0-2 the count. Rasmussen up to 80 pitches here in the fifth. I know Frank said something last night about needing another surgery, so hopefully things, I don't know when it was scheduled. The 0-2 to Nimmo. Bounce in the dirt. It gets away. Lindor goes down to second, and he'll stop there. MLB baseball action live stream broadcast on the PAS network. Let's go. Happy for Beatty and Mauricio. Nimrod, says Michael. Cope says, does Wacky and a Coca-Cola count as a cigarette for the non-drink? Bud says, bring Lindor home. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Alex saying, come on, Mets, let's do it. Let's go, Nimmo, 2-run homer, says Frank Carr. The 2-2. And then base hit in the right field. Lindor will round third, and he will score. Nimmo's now 3 for 3 on the day. That'll bring up Soto. Stony buddy. He says, my phone is going all crazy tonight. Keeps freezing. I'll catch up with you guys another time. Stoney came back and the Mets scored 2. Don't go. Nimrod. LFGM, says Max. Keep scraping. There you go, Mets. Yep, Michael says, thanks, John, for your concern for Frank. Absolutely. And our friend C. Lee, too. C. Lee's had a family situation that he's got to take, that he's taken care of. So hopefully we see him soon. Momentum. Sharon coming up with all the nicknames today. And here's Soto. I'm trying to remember. Soto signed on somebody's birthday. The first pitch. Up in for a strike. 0-1. Coach says it was Sharon's birthday. A DO1. And he went 0-2. He went. Charles says, friendly reminder, absolutely no exceptions, no spoilers, no spamming, no trolling, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links unless approved by the host. Soto Pop. Need a Soto Pop here. DO2. Did he go? He stopped 1-2. That was close. Yes, it was. Let's look here. No, he did not go. The 1-2. Rasmussen deals. And that one driven out to left center. Not deep enough, though. That'll retire the side, but the Mets get 2. We go to the 6th. Little by little, let's go, says Cope. Charles says, additionally, absolutely no exceptions, no profanity. Be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument, not the person. Thank you, Charles. Hopefully things are well today down in the Bahamas. We go to the 6th. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 here for the race. Do I miss the screen refresh? No, I do not miss the screen refresh. I don't know why it only does it on the software I'm using for YouTube. Let's go. Let's see if the Mets can keep them to 0 here. They've scored in 3 straight innings. And Lau hits one down the third. Pete's got it, and he dropped the ball. Alonso flipped it to the pitcher, and the pitcher dropped the ball. I'm going E1 there, and we're getting a pitching change. That's good. If they give the error to Pete, that's ridiculous. Mets falling off big time. Yep. Sure they are. Our defense has been suspect as of late. Agreed. Agreed. So we get a little bit of a pitching change here. Let's see if any other games have gone final today. Baltimore game, Braves game went final. They won 4-1. A's beat the Royals 4-0. Astros beat the Twins 3-2. Phillies beat the Blue Jays 3-2, and the Orioles beat the Angels 6-5. Rangers have a 4-3 lead over the White Sox going to the 9th, and the Cardinals are up 7-4 over the Brewers in the 8th inning. Yankees and Red Sox in about 20 minutes. Padres and Diamondbacks as well. And then Guardians and Mariners at 9:40 and Giants and Dodgers at 10 o'clock. Three down, 4 to go. What do you mean 3 down? They got 2. Bam is here. Bam, congrats to your Phillies on another win. Playing the tough Toronto Blue Jays team right now and getting the wins. That's all that matters. Double play ball or a strikeout. Got to ride their bullpen like the rodeo. All right, here's Buto on the mound. And that one's driven out to right. Soto on the run, looks up, and it's over his head. Lau will score. It's a stand-up triple. All right. Stoney says he's still here. What's up, buddy? We did get a couple back last inning, but they've already given one back, and that'll score another run on the wild pitch. Oh, he's out. Oh, it will not score another run. Stoney shows up again. Good things happen again. Let's go. So 1 out and nobody on now, but the run did score before. So the Rays have scored in 4 straight innings. Dang it. Yep. Yeah, the Mets got 2 in the bottom of the inning, but they've given 1 right back here. So, hey, they got the out. Exactly. Now 1 out, nobody on. Now tied 2-0. Stoney said he was making something to eat before. What'd you get, Stoney? The 2-0. What is going on with the pitchers today, man? Look at Mendoza. Mendoza's got the look that I have right now. The 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. Oh, homemade meatballs. Nice. Now, homemade meatballs, like meatball or a big guy meatball. Come on. Pop foul. 3-2. Just strike him up. Alex, come on, bud. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. He said, big guy meatball. Gotta have him. 2 away. Remember when pitchers could throw? Alex says, let's get 3 outs. In for a strike, 0-1. For a swung on a miss, 0-2. I put a piece of cheese underneath my spaghetti. Is that good? A piece of cheese? Like on the plate, you mean? And then you put the spaghetti and meatball? Oh. And what kind of cheese are you putting? Are you cutting off a piece of cheddar or Parmesan or what? Swung on a miss. You struck him out. But the error in the triple leads to another run. It's 8-4. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Marte coming up. Bud saying, come on, Mets. Yes, cheddar. I've never done that. That actually sounds pretty good. Cheddar cheese singles. Right, Celia? That does sound good. I'm Stony, man. Recipes from you guys. How about we come up with the Pure Adrenaline Sports Cookbook? All recipes from the chat. All we need is a grand slam. That is correct. Frank says Polar Bears time, no homer. He hit that shot in the second inning that I thought was gone. That was caught out in center. Try it, Celia and John. It's really good. So let's take a look over here. White Sox have 2 out there in the top of the 9th, so the Rangers are an out away from a win. Here we go, Alonso. Oh, we got a new pitcher here for the Rays, Kelly. And Pete bloops one out to shallow right. And Lowe will make the catch, 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's McNeil. He's 1 for 2. He's got that average up to 273. Inside 1-0. Called the strike, 0-1. You tried it warming up in the mic, and good that way too. Oh, way inside. Did it hit him? No. 1-1. Darren says, "Come on, let's get some bloops like the Rays, and then a bases clearing double or a grand slam." Yeah, down 4 runs here in the 6th. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. Maybe they got the next. I mean, 3 in Atlanta, 3 in Philly, and then 4 back home for Atlanta. So maybe the Mets are thinking ahead and not on Tampa. The 2-1 to McNeil. The foul swings at ball 3, 2-2. Charles says, "Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us." Set the table, McNeil. Okay, I'm off the food topic for the night. Talk about the Mets baseball. No, now I'm hungry. And a chopper foul. I'm going to have to learn how to cook now, Stoney. I know Mrs. PAS would encourage that. Right, Mrs. PAS? The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Three and two to count here to McNeil. Kelly deals. Swung on a miss, struck him out, 2 away. She would love your cooking. You can be Chef John Boyardee. Who's filling in for Frank? Outside, 1-0 to Marte. Foul tipped, 1-1. Strider pitched today. So I don't think the Mets will have to face him in Atlanta. Chopper back to the mound, bobbled the throw to first, got him. The Mets go 1-2-3. We go to the 7th. It's 8-4 Rays. We miss Frank. Yep. Frank was in the chat yesterday, but not today. Oh, the White Sox have tied that game up 4-4 against the Rangers. Darren says it would be odd if the Mets got swept after sweeping 2 consecutive series. Yeah, I hope they don't get swept, man. No, not yet, Stoney. Oh, what is 7 o'clock? Oh, I forgot that. That's right. This game started an hour late. Michael says we need someone to call for a cigarette break. Buto still in the game here. First pitch is outside. 1-0. Thanks, buddy. Oh, it's a foul ball. 1-1 to count. I wonder, what do you guys think? Do you think the Mets are looking ahead to Atlanta and Philadelphia and not worrying about Tampa Bay here? Tony thinks so. Frank agrees. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. How awesome would that be to see that live? Down low, 3-1. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk here. Darren says hopefully they can snap out of this pitching and defensive funk before this game and series is over. Inside, 1-0. Canning on the mound tomorrow. Gabriella, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to try to see them in Atlanta, says Frank R. Charles says your support on the PAS network is greatly appreciated. The silent listeners and viewers included. Swung on a miss, 1-2. I know who can take Frank T's spot, Frank R. Frank, does that count? No, you got to be able to smoke and drink. So I don't know if Frank R smokes or drinks. Lax with the raise. Thank you, Celia. Celia agreeing. Charles says to hit that like button and sub to the PAS network for outstanding contents and great play-by-play. The 1-2. He went, struck him out, went away. City Field is a carpet. We don't use a broom anymore. It's a vacuum, so no sweeping. Darren says recently Holmes and Canning have been giving up home runs. Then you say his name enough, and there he is. He shows up. There's Frank T. Says, just woke up from this morning surgery. Ouch. Greetings to all. What's up, Frank? Hopefully you're feeling okay. Popped up. Foul territory. It'll go out of play 0-1. He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name enough, he shows up. Outside, 1-1, excuse me. So 1-1. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo a couple steps over. He'll make the catch. 2 away. I hope they didn't use crazy glue to fix me. Immortal Worm, welcome back. Joining the game late. Looks a lot has happened. Yep. And for the not for the good guys either. Check swing foul 0-1. So 0-1 on the outside. Ooh, outside 1-1. Stoney's laughing. There he is. No one can take Frank T's spot because the real Frank T is here. Yeah, Gabriella subs. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. And for a strike, 1-2. We'll see what the weather will be like in Atlanta. Usually when the Mets go down there, it rains, so we'll see. The 1-2. Chopper foul. We'll do it again. Are we winning? No, we are down 8-4, Frank. We are down 8-4. Frank's still coming out of his fog. The 1-2. Popped up out to shallow center. McNeil coming in, makes a sliding catch. That'll retire the side. A leadoff walk is stranded. We go bottom of the 7th. Stand up and stretch, everyone. 8-4 Rays. Yep. It seems to always rain in Georgia, right? He says, I see the phone moving. Drugs stink. But when I came back, we scored 2 more runs, right? Since Stoney came back to the chat, it's been 2-1 Mets. It's a rainy night in Georgia. No, bud. I'm not. While I'm live streaming the game, I'm not taking people on stage. When we start doing some post game stuff, that's when we'll do on stage stuff. Frank says, I wouldn't mind standing, but I can't. All right, here we go. Bottom 7. It'll be the bottom 3 in the lineup. Beatty, Terenz, and Mauricio. Inside 1-0. Stolzer, the new pitcher here for the Rays. Orion's back, saying hello, hello. The 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1. Frank wants to know who's smoking in his place. Yeah, Frank R saying he prays for a speedy recovery for Frank. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. So Mets down 4. So let's go. Let's start this inning off with a bloop and a blast here. Let's cut the lead in half. Down low, 3-1. And Beatty fouls one off down the third base side, foul territory. It'll go out of play. 3-2. Shane Baz on the mound tomorrow for the Rays. He's 5-3 with a 4.97. Going up against Canning at 6-2 with a 3.22. No worries, Cope. Cope said how to get the kiddo a Happy Meal. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That was a strike either way. Need runs. Yup. Frank says, oh, shoot. Happy and blessed Father's Day to all the dads. That would be awesome, John. Some post-game stuff. Yeah, but it'll only be on the other side, Stoney. Because I can bring everybody on the screen. And we can talk about it. But not on weekends. Not on weekends. And that one line, base hit. There's a bloop. Terenz is 1 for 3. Excuse me. Come on, Mets. Let's get this win. No worries, Cope. Did you get an ice cream for yourself or something? Ball bounced in the dirt, 1-0. $76 is back. What's up? Let's go, bro. Yeah, Happy Meals. That brings back memories. Down low, 2-0. He said, nah, some flies I couldn't resist. Darren says, Mauricio, go deep. 76 saying, what's up, all? Welcome back in, 76. 2-0 to count to Mauricio. He's 1 for 2. Hit the solo shot. Inside, go. No swing, 3-0. The 3-0 on the outside corner, 3-1. Ron juice. The 3-1. And popped it up. Shot left. And that'll be caught 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup here with Lindor. Kite. Hit the live button, bud. When I was a kid, I always go there to get always wanted the toy in the Happy Meal. I personally don't remember myself getting a Happy Meal. My brother and sister, yes. Frank. The 1-0. And popped up. Foul territory. It'll go out of play, 1-1. Cope says he remembers Happy Meals and playgrounds. Down low, 2-1. I don't know when the last time I was there. Does the McDonald's down by the bank have a playground in it? What do you mean? You don't go there to hang out? And that one broken back. Base hit. The Reds will go first to third. That'll bring up Nimmo, who's 3 for 3 today. Cope says greetings and salutations to Mrs. PAS. Here's Nimmo, 3 for 3. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Let's go. Got to win this one, guys. What's up, Darnell? Maybe you did if your brother and sister. I don't think so. Like, I remember getting McDonald's, but I didn't. Like, I always got a burger and fries. You know what I mean? Especially when I was a teenager. You remember the McBLTs? Or was it Mc something? It came in the styrofoam. It had the hot side and the cold side. Somebody's got to remember that. Oh, we're getting a pitching change here. There's nothing going to break the Mets' stride. Cope trying to get me to do the McRib. No, it wasn't the McRib. Gotta laugh at the pain, says Frank. It wasn't a McRib. McBLT, is that what it was? Oh, it was the McDLT. I have a bless you. There it is. I found a picture of it. Cope also saying bless you to Mrs. PAS. Well, it wasn't B because it didn't have bacon on it. Just the lettuce, tomato, cheese, and the top bun came on the one side, and the burger was on the other side. That does the decent McDonald's. Uh-oh. All right, let's come back over to the chat here. Oh, missed it. Let's go, Nemo. Hot on the side and cold on the other side. Yep. Eat this. On one side, hot beef patty on the other. Thank you, Victor. And chopper fallow in one. Always great to listen to the PAS Network live stream broadcast. Oh, I don't remember McDonald's spaghetti. Bless you, Mrs. PAS. God bless, says Frank. And a respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. Not a big fan of the McRib. Oh, up and in. Did it hit him? No, 1-1. Let's go, Nimmo. Let's go for that one up and in. Let's drive one up over the left right field fence. Yeah, nice pitch. 1-2. It's a nice time to smash that like, says Coach. Coach says, yeah, look it up, John. It was only around for a month. That was a wicked pitch. Unless you're from Boston, then it was wicked. Wicked pitch, yeah. The 1-2. And a bouncer to the third. The throw over to first, that'll retire the side. We go to the 8th. Still 8-4. Frank says, I blame myself for not being able to smoke or drink. Not your fault, Frank. You got hurt. I don't know. Maybe it is Frank's fault. Yikes, man. So let's look that up. Let's get rid of some of these other tabs here before I look that up because it slowed down the computer last time. No matter what happens here, guys, the rest of this way, we will be back live tomorrow for Game 3 of this series, 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. He said McDonald's spaghetti, huh? While not a standard menu item in most McDonald's locations, you can find spaghetti at a unique McDonald's in Orlando, Florida, and in the Philippines. The Orlando location serves it on plates if you dine in. That's what it's saying here, according to Google. McSpaghetti. The styrofoam containers, correct. Wish we could bring them 2 runs in. Oh, well, John, wishful thinking. You have to be a brave soul to try that. I'm going to text my buddy, Justin, who lives in Orlando. They say my painting days are over. Said no ladders. Wow. I'm going to text him right now. See what he says. See if he responds before. He might be at work. And fouled off 1-2 still. Up high 2-2. And fouled off still 2-2. Let's see what he says. You never had McDonald's spaghetti or ever heard of it. I'm going to yell at the next nurse that brings me Jello. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Stanek, the new pitcher here. Everything was in styrofoam back in our days. Back in my day. Cut off your ear, Frank, and be another Van Gogh. And fouled off 0-1. Braves won today. Phillies won today. Schwellenbach will pitch the Wednesday game. Outside 1-1. He says, "Great, I forgot about swollen back." Up high 2-1. Swollen back. If I had a van, I would go. Frank Harris has got to win today. The 2-1. Outside 3-1. Hard to believe. Yeah, but I think he's had so much of it is the problem, Stoney. Weather update from Nassau, Bahamas, 83 degrees, expected low of 79. Skies, no rain in the forecast, winds from the east at 15 miles an hour, humidity's at 70%. Swung on a miss, he struck him out. 2 away. Frank says, extreme respect to my PAS friends and family. And that one popped up on the infield. Lindor will make the catch. Stanek goes 1-2-3. Howie knows all about that. They're talking about the Rangers winning the cup. What was that? 31 years ago. Howie Rose's Matteau call in overtime, one of the most classic moments in New York sports history, I think. For the Mets here in the bottom of the eighth, it'll be Soto, Alonso, and McNeil coming up. Yeah, I know, John, but got be Smarty Pants. Oh God, my bad. I wasn't catching on. Only time I go now to McDonald's is for the Sundays when the ice cream machine isn't broken. Never too late for a shower of rain. Never too late for a shower of rain. John, you wanted 2. How about 5 in the bottom of the 8th? Sign me up. Frank T says Mets winning extras. Cope says that was Howie's best call ever, and I've heard the best. You've heard his best Mets stuff. Agreed. And I'm not even a Ranger fan. He actually said my toe. Right? Because that was the game that was the goal that sent them to the Stanley Cup Finals, right? Because that was against the Devils. See, I remember stuff like that. Charles says to smash them free subs and hit that like button. Yeah, we gained 1. Our number is 1 today. Nope, John is a diehard Flyers fan. Stinking Flyers. We stink again. No, I think it was against the Devils, so it had to be the Eastern Conference Finals. Mason Engler in the pitch now for Tampa. The first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Let's go, Matt. Soda Pop, Polar Bear looking for Nimmo. Howie was great. He's still on the radio doing Mets play-by-play. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. And that one ripped, but right at the second baseman. Over the first, 1 away. It was against the dreaded Debbies. I mean the Devils. I was just starting out in for a strike, 0-1. Ian says, "Do the Mets still have a chance?" Yep. They're batting here in the bottom of the 8th, and they'll get another chance in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-1. Swung on a mass to the ball in the dirt. Now, if I'm watching any movie, I'm watching Miracle. Soda Soto had a diet pop. Last time my Sabres were in the playoffs was 2010, 2011 when we lost to your Flyers. And that one ripped foul, 1-1 or a 1. Pay attention. Still 0-2 to count here. Finally, after the third time shutting off and turning back on my phone, I think I'm finally good to go. Stoney been having issues all day here with that phone. All hands on deck. On off the plate. I thought he was going to call. All hands on deck. Carl's always ready. The person filling in for Frank, ready. The 1-2. And there's a base hit in the left. Excuse me. A 1 single for Pete. Cope says, "Call me a kid, but the Mighty Duck movies are still my favorite hockey movies ever." What was the one where they ended up going to the school? Like, I didn't like that one. I think the first 2 were good. Coaches, that was the third one. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Nah, I shouldn't say I didn't like it, but did they make any more after that? Agreed. That was the weakest. And McNeil launches one down the line. Foul. 1-1. We're moving forward, upward, together. PAS Network is the place to be. Rangers fans call them the Debbies. Gotcha. Yeah, it's not to me. It's not the best hockey movie. No worries, Stoney. You're good. The 1-1. Foul tipped, 1-2. I think Miracle is for me because it's the one sports moment I wish I was old enough to remember. Like I was only 7 years old at the time. Wasn't into sports yet. Just the impact it had in real life outside, 2-2. Yo, Darren with a $5 power chat. Thank you, Darren. Really appreciate that. I'll be a duck. No, Bad News Bears? No. I didn't like any of those movies. Bounced in the dirt, 3-2. Frank says I've been a Mets Rangers fan since '69 till this day. Cope says he hasn't watched Miracle yet. Darren, thank you so much for going above and beyond with the $5 power chat. Appreciate that. The 3-2. And McNeil pops it up down the right field line. Headed towards the stands. It'll go out of play. Frank says we called them the Miracle Mets, but now we need a Hail Mary. What was the name of the hockey movie with Rob Lowe? I don't know. Rob Lowe was in a hockey movie? The 3-2. And he hits one out to left center. Yo, Youngblood. Never seen it. Oh, they're not nervous. Just, I think they're looking forward to the next two series. Honestly, got 6 games, 7 out of the next 10 games. 7 against Atlanta, 3 against Philly. Not counting tomorrow. So Field of Dreams was good. He's also in For Love of the Game. That was really good too, Tony. Bull Durham and Marte lifts one out to center. Meisner, and he can't find it. It'll drop in for a base hit. Some teams just have other teams' number, and the Rays have ours. Exactly. All right, first and third for the Mets here now, bringing up Beatty. The excellence of Metsecution. Patrick Swayze was in what? Cope says, "Oh boy, what I want to give for a dinger here." Yeah, but we weren't talking about Roadhouse, so I don't know what he's talking about. Well, the second base first pitch swinging. I know, man. SNY cut early there. We go to the ninth. Never seen it. I'll have to watch it. That's going to change tonight. Mets number is busy. All right. My buddy from Orlando says, I asked him, it says, is this true and is it good? He goes, I looked it up and yep, you can get it at that specific place. I guess there's only one Orlando place. And he didn't know that either. So he's never had it either. Yep, you're right, John. We need a frontline ace type of starter, but who? They actually should have. They should have been the team that traded for Crochet, not the Red Sox. Frank, dude. Frank's completely off topic. Little hiccup. Think we're going to be ready for Atlanta and Philly. I don't think he's an ace. Alcantara, whatever they announce his name as. Don't sleep on Beatty. Okay. Let's go. One more bloop and a blast this inning. You guys are way behind. They come back early and they're not commercial. Justin Garza will be the new pitcher here for the Mets. I didn't write my numbers down here. Oh, off 0-1. And that one line. Oh, nice diving stop there by Beatty. One away. We have one more inning. No redirect tonight either, guys. But if you guys want to check out CP's channel, we'll probably be live for post game. McSpaghetti just feels wrong to say. There's a strike, 0-1. Frank T says enough is enough. LFGM. Yeah, I'll set up a redirect. There's not much going on in the ninth inning here. We'll set up a redirect over to CP. Just wish it was better circumstances for you guys. It's always better to spam the W's in the chat. Just missed there, 1-2. Off the plate again, 2-2. And fouled off. Still 2-2. They're not going to trade King. Cease maybe, but they're in the contention for the West. I don't think they're going to trade anybody, honestly. And a ground ball down the third. Mauricio's got it over to first, 2 away. Laura says until the Wilpons 5% is sold, the Mets cannot win the World Series. Alex says, I hope we get our act together in the bottom of the ninth. Oh, that's a liner into the gap. That'll be a 2-out double here. Oh, the Braves just changed their rotation, and Sale will pitch against the Mets. I don't know. Isn't he like 36, 37 years old or something? A 4-run comeback just to tie it's going to be insanely difficult. Yep. Well, they've had opportunities to chip away and didn't do it. No, that's not front level starter stuff, dude. If you're going to trade with the Rangers, go get me DeGrom back. Swung on a miss. Ball gets away. Runner will go to third. And Detroit's not going to trade Skubal, so why not? Call Pittsburgh. Blow them away. You're not bringing any of these guys up popped up. Alonso waving his arms. Oh, Beatty will call him up, man. SNY. Hopefully he caught it. We go bottom 9. And yeah, give them an offer Pittsburgh can't refuse. Exactly. You're not calling these kids up, so trade them away and rebuild your farm system after that. Mets need to stop looking at the next team up and take care of business. No. Yep. Cope's agreeing 100% with that. So thanks again for joining us tonight. We did have a little bit of a rain delay. We started about an hour later than usual. It's not impossible. No, it's not, but unlikely. Not impossible, but it's unlikely. And the Mets have a boatload of assets to use trade bait on the minor and major league level. Agreed. And I've heard if Pittsburgh is going to trade Skeens, that they would want Nimmo in a package in return. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's less than a 1% chance right now. Yep, I like Nimmo, but bye-bye. Right, exactly. Glad we got the game in so we can hang out with John. Two rough games back to back here. Frank says, I would sing It's Now or Never, but the nurses would beat me up. The nurses would beat me up. Guy trying to cheer the crowd up. How about the Mets get something going, bud? Bounce down low, 1-0. Is that elk? Now that's funny. There's an out. There's a strike on the corner. 1-1. Like Mr. John says, bye-bye. The 1-1. Swung on the miss. 1-2. The 1-2. Bounce in the dirt. 2-2. I need a cigarette break, says Michael. Yeah, Darren, exactly. And a chopper foul. Even if we get killed, we still like hanging out with John. I don't know about that. Bounced in the dirt. 3-2. Frank R says he's got his rally cap on. Yeah, Alcantara has not been the same since he won the Cy Young and got hurt. And it right at the second baseman, over to first, 1 away. Frank says he got rid of his girlfriend for Nurse Carla. It's an upgrade. Cope on the outside corner, 0-1. Once a PAS junkie, always a junkie. Yes, Tony. He's got it set up, and I got it set to redirect. A little dribbler down to third, over to first. Got him. 2 away. The Mets are down to their final out. I do have it set to. I can't believe Cope said that. I do have it set up to redirect on the YouTube side. Cope says, well, hopefully we can salvage a win tomorrow. Agreed. First pitch to Lindor. In for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And that one lined right up to the shortstop. Over to first, and the ball game is over. The Rays win 8-4 today after winning 7-5 the last night. Mets looking to avoid the sweep tomorrow. Not good. Pitching was not good. Defense was not good today for the Mets. Hitting put up 4 runs. I'm not, they could have done better, yes. Left some opportunities out there, but defense and pitching have cost the Mets the first 2 games here. So, but thank you all for hanging out. Once again, it was an hour start with the rain delay. But we'll be back at it tomorrow, trying to avoid the sweep. So make sure you have notification bell turned on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. and we'll see everybody tomorrow afternoon.
You